Hello, I'm Brigantia Blackbird of Blackbird's Brew. Happy Thursday and welcome to our series Witch Life. All through the month of April, we are focusing on the witch's eyes, and today we're talking about quiet observation. So let's take a minute and detach ourselves from reactionary culture and get back into the groove of just observing what's around us. Nature, people, whatever it is, just take it in without immediately jumping to a reaction or deciding what we're going to do with it. One of the reasons why we see the hyper emotional reactions that seem completely out of proportion to what's going on is because it's a natural consequence of the ideologies that are encouraging people to instantly react and to instantly have opinions about things they may have never previously heard anything about or that they haven't given any particular thought to. And then you add on to the tool of social media, and it's no wonder that people have less and less self-control every day, as well as a diminished capacity to operate on the basis of reason. This is the environment in which we're immersed, and even the most independent, strong-willed, free thinker is not going to be completely immune from the influences around them. We can learn to keep those influences in their place, but it's something that works its way into our systems, at least to a degree. So it's good to recognize that that happens, and then to make a conscious choice to periodically just detach from the noise of the outside world and regain our perspective. And also catalog just to what degree we were allowing things to affect us and decide whether or not we're happy with that influence. Now, obviously, not everyone has an easy time of it when it comes to finding just a little bit of solitude. So just do the best that you can in the circumstances you're in. If you can be by yourself in nature for a while, excellent. But if your only alone time is by having a soak in the bathtub at the end of the day, then make the most of that. Just meditate, let the crazy drain out of your system, don't hold on to it, and allow your mind to calm. When we finally allow ourselves to have a quiet mind, it makes room for all the details that we've been missing. And best of all, we don't have to go out of our way to seek out those details that we've been missing now, because we'll already be in a state in which those details naturally come to the forefront. That could come in the form of what our physical senses are telling us. We might be noticing touch, taste, smell, hearing, sight, all of it just a little bit more than what we were. Or it could be our intuition alerting us to what the ambient energy is around us, or what's emanating from other people, or even what's been going on with ourselves that we weren't exactly paying attention to. And generally, when we are in this particular state, when we are just being more passive and just more observant, we'll be listening more intently to these things and noticing more tells and hints also in people's body language, and that can be very useful if we're trying to work on improving our communication skills. And our vision, both our physical vision and our spiritual vision, will be sharper because we're not as distracted. And that's what observation is all about. It's not being distracted by what isn't really important, and we end up missing out what does have genuine significance. So once we are able to better see, and then we begin to connect the dots between the things that we are seeing, and that's the ultimate goal of observation, to be able to discern the relationships between things that allow us to see the bigger picture and how that picture all fits together. One way is through patterns. It is all about seeing patterns in nature, patterns in people's behavior, patterns between cause and effect. Not only does this help us make sense of what goes on around us, it opens the door to us being able to speculate as to what likely outcomes are going to be. If we know what is probable to occur, we can make sensible plans around those probabilities. And when we improve our ability to observe, it's easier to see the nuance that is in nature, behavior, even in global events, about not only what's happening, but why it's happening. Very rarely is anything purely cut and dry, just absolutely what it seems to be on the surface. And what takes place seldom has a single root cause that we can point to. There's always a little bit more going on. So accepting that and learning more about why what's happening is happening, it improves our ability to understand and to process the information about that situation or that person or what we are observing in nature. And that affects how we form our own opinions. In the end, this helps us grow into greater wisdom, and that is the ultimate pursuit of the craft. It is the business of witches to gather wisdom, because we are saying all the time that witchcraft is the craft of the wise. So we need to take that statement to its logical conclusion. And then it becomes apparent to us that we do have this need to develop. We do need to be actively seeking out wisdom, cultivating that within ourselves, and then being able in time to pass it on to other people. I mean, if we want to call ourselves witches, we can't exactly let ourselves off the hook with this one, can we? So that's what I have to say about our eyes and the benefits of quiet observation. I would love to hear your impressions about these ideas. You can let me know in the comment section below, or you can come see me on Discord at Blackbird's Brew. There's an updated link to join in the description box below. And just say hello, share your thoughts. Always ready for a good conversation there, so don't be bashful. But I think that's it for now, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.